Dobra, jesteśmy znowu, przepraszamy, na YouTubie. Na Facebooku cały czas działa. Okej, no to tak w takim razie wracamy do tego tutaj a penny for your thoughts, czyli kiedy chcemy zapytać kogoś, co myśli o danej sytuacji. Nie wiem, czy jest jakiś ekwiwalent tego powiedzenia po polsku. Nie wydaje mi się, żeby coś takiego było. Jak macie jakieś pomysły, to zapraszam bardzo do dzielenia się i może coś razem wymyślimy.
So moving on to the next one. So we're going to move on to some that I use myself. I don't use all of these on the list, so I'm going to talk about the ones that I use quite often. One of my favorites is to call it a day. To call it a day. In context, I've been hard at work today, all day, and now I'm going to call it a day.
Czyli generalnie coś skończyć, to oznacza nazwać coś dniem, czyli jakby zakończyć dzień, zakończyć się robić to, co się robiło. W polskim szczerze mówiąc, teraz myślę there's something in Polish.
No? As always, if you can think of an equivalent, do let us know. So I'm just writing down the two we've done already. Penny, for your thoughts. And call it a day. Let's call it a day. Moving on to the next one. Costs an arm and a leg. So this item costs me an arm and a leg. It's quite Cockney, this one. This one specifically from London, I think. Costing me an arm and
Czyli coś kosztuje
a leg.
Ramię i nogę, czyli bardzo drogie. W Polsce na pewno mamy coś na coś drogiego. No kosztować krocie? Nie wiem, czy to jest jako idiom. Chyba też nie ma.
No, nie ma. So moving on to the next one. So next one will be driving me up the wall. You're driving me up the wall. Which means to make someone really annoyed or really irritated. To drive me up the wall.
I can't think of any in Polish, really.
No? It would be quite cool if you literally translated it into Polish, I think. If you literally translated them into Polish. To drive up a wall. How would you say that in Polish?
Może, no jest coś takiego jak postawić pod ścianą, ale to nie jest zdenerwować kogoś, tylko...
No, exactly, but that's the whole point of idioms. If you directly translate, it doesn't mean the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's quite funny to translate them directly, I think. To drive someone up the wall. Just in case they don't understand that English. I'm going to quickly write this one down. To drive someone up the wall. Fantastic. So moving on to the next one that I use quite often. Feeling a bit under the weather. Meaning slightly ill.
Czyli czuć się niewyraźnie, ja bym powiedziała po polsku.
So pod pogodę.
Pod pogodą, czuć się pod pogodą. Czyli po polsku ja bym powiedziała czuć się niewyraźnie.
Feeling under the weather. The next one will be fat chance. Fat chance.
Gruba szansa.
Gruba szansa, which means it's satire. It's a sarcastic way of saying you have absolutely no chance. Fat chance.
Czyli no jakby bardzo mała szansa na coś.
Under the weather? Fat chance. So next one is going to be to kill two birds with one stone. Meaning you have two different tasks you need to do, and you complete both of them with one action.
Czyli dosłownie to będzie zabić 2 ptaki jednym kamieniem, a ja bym po polsku powiedziała, że to będzie upiec 2 pieczenie na jednym ogniu. Tak, to na pewno będzie to. No, czyli zrobić 2 rzeczy za jednym zamachem, za jednym...
Do you have the similar in Polish?
Yeah.
What is it? It's to something with a hammer? No.
No, upiec 2 pieczenie na jednym ogniu.
Uh-huh. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
Kill the birds.
Aha, yeah, but you can also say as short, 2 birds, 1 stone is a short phrase. It's not the official idiom. So the official idiom would be obviously to kill 2 birds. Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. It's a 2 birds, 1 stone situation. Something like that. I'll just write it in the chat, this one. Isn't there a Polish idiom, something like a hammer and an anvil?
Pomiędzy młotem a kowadłem.
What does that mean?
Be in a really bad situation. Like
so that would be in English between a rock and a hard place. So that would be the next one, between a rock and a hard place. A rock and a hard place. Between a rock and a hard place. And the Polish idiom would be for that, again.
Być pomiędzy młotem a kowadłem.
Between. Hard place. So between 2 very difficult situations, right? And it's hard to choose which one, because they're both difficult. And moving on, I had to let the cat out of the bag. That's a cool one. To let the cat out of the bag.
Czyli wypuścić kota z worka. My mamy powiedzenie kupić kota w worku, ale to znaczy coś innego. Ponieważ to let the cat out of the bag is to like spoil something, to like let this...
To spoil, to tell someone a secret you're not supposed
czyli
to.
jakby wygadać się, powiedzieć jakiś sekret. Czyli to nie ma nic wspólnego z naszym powiedzeniem z kotem w worku. Nie wiem, czy mamy takie jakieś powiedzenie na to, żeby może puścić parę. Puścić parę. Let the steam out.
Let the steam out. Nice. So moving on. Once in a blue moon. It's quite nice. Once in a blue moon. Meaning something that happens extremely rarely.
Czyli po polsku raz na ruski rok. Once in a Russian year.
Once in a Russian year, yeah? Why is that? Because Russian years are very, very long.
I guess they had some kind of weird calendar maybe in the past. I don't know.
Once in a blue moon. Because I guess the idea is that, I don't know, do blue moons exist? I have no idea. If they do, they're very rare. Once in a blue moon. I use that quite often. Once in a moon. So the next one, again, these ones are all ones I've heard of, very common, or I use. Raining cats and dogs. Outside it's raining cats and dogs.
Czyli leje jak z cebra.
Meaning, what's that one?
Leje jak z cebra. I don't know what zebra is.
Raining cats and dogs.
Czyli pada psami i kotami, czyli pada jak z cebra.
Raining cats and dogs. And a fun fact, which I learned from a customer in somewhere I used to work years ago, is that he randomly asked me, do you know where this comes from, raining cats and dogs? And I said, no. Was it him or someone else? I can't remember.
Who?
Some customer in a place I used to work, he told me that to raining cats and dogs means that back in whatever year, houses were made out of thatched roofs, and cats and dogs would, when the weather is nice, sit on top of these thatched roofs. And it was so common that every single house in this town, the cats and dogs would be sleeping on top of these roofs because they were probably warm for the animals to sit on or something. And then obviously when it rains, suddenly in the whole town, all the cats and dogs jump off of these roofs into the streets. And that's where the phrase raining cats and dogs comes from.
Pogoda, że psa nie wypędzisz z domu. Nie znam tego, szczerze powiedziawszy. So a weather that you can't even let the dog out of the house. Persuade him.
Aha, yeah, makes sense. And did I write that one in both? Raining cats and dogs? Who knows? Anyway, moving on. A piece of cake. This one's probably quite popular. I don't know if it might be the same in Polish. If something's a piece of cake, it's just very easy.
Coś jest bardzo łatwe do zrobienia. Po polsku to będzie... Nie wiem, po polsku to będzie coś bardzo łatwego. Bułka z masłem. O, sorry.
Bread with butter. A roll with butter.
Że to jest bułka, jak bułka z masłem.
A piece of
cake.
Piece of cake.
Bułka z masłem, tak, zgadzamy się.
Nice. So moving on. To steal someone's thunder. Have you ever heard that one before? So you can say, hey, you're stealing my thunder, stop it, which means you are taking the attention from me. For example, it would be my birthday, and then someone else turns up to the party who everyone is paying attention to, but it's my party and it's my birthday, and suddenly I'm upset. You would say that she stole my thunder.
Czyli zabrać komuś światło reflektorów? Coś takiego?
Yeah, stealing the limelight, stealing the attention, to steal someone's thunder would be this one. And we have, how long have we got? Yeah, got 16 minutes. We have a couple more before we move on to maybe some Minecraft. So, the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court, meaning it's now...
Pałeczka? Może coś takiego.
The ball is in your court.
Myślę, że przejąć pałeczkę to będzie takie... taki odpowiednik tego powiedzenia.
The ball is in your court. So another one, we have the last straw. So it's the final problem in a series of problems before you decide to, I don't know, before you get really angry or before you leave a situation. If you have many situations that are going badly, many problems in one day, and then at the end of the day you have one huge problem and you're like, right, that's the final straw, that's it, I'm done, I'm out. The last problem, the final straw.
Czyli no ostatni problem jakiś. Piłka jest po twojej stronie boiska. No właśnie też o tym myślałam. No a tutaj last straw, czyli jakiś ostatni problem z serii problemów. Po polsku niech pomyślę. Chyba nie ma.
And I guess that this idiom of the last straw comes from the idea of picking straws, from like picking matches. In England we say straws, and you say matches in Poland, right? Where you pick the short straw, and picking the short straw is, I guess, the one who gets the bad luck to have to do something or whatever, and that would be the last straw. And again, that's the problem. It's the last straw, the short straw, and that's, I guess, where that idiom comes from. Let's see if we got a couple more. Any I haven't said. So to be in stitches. If you can be like, oh, I'm in stitches, as an idiom means I'm laughing so much.
Czyli zrywać boki, ja bym powiedziała.
Did I say that? What was the last one I said?
Straw. Last straw.
The last straw. So I'm just writing them down. and in stitches. And there's another one, to hear it on the grapevine. So you can say, oh, I heard that on the grapevine, or whatever. Means to, when information is filtered through loads of people down to you. So for example, with, I don't know, current topics at the moment in the world, you can say, oh, I heard this is going to happen in town because I heard it from that person who heard it from that person who heard it from that person. And you can imagine it's like a grapevine, like a web of information, and you heard it through the grapevine. That's that one.
To nie mam pojęcia. Jakby, że no takie przefiltrowane informacje, jakieś takie niesprawdzone. Nie wiem.
Did we do that? We do that one. No. So another one would be to bite off more than you can chew. To bite off more than you can chew. And that means to try to do too much than what you are capable of doing. For example, I could take on too many tasks of my own, and then I find out that I can't do it because it's too much for one person to do in that space of time, and I should have asked for help, meaning I bit off more than I could chew.
Czyli
would be that one.
Dosłownie to będzie ugryźć więcej niż można przerzuć, a po polsku to będzie na pewno porwać się z motyką na słońce. Nie wiem, czy jeszcze jakieś inne. Na pewno porwać się z motyką na słońce.
So maybe 2 more minutes on this. I was thinking maybe can you think of any Polish idioms that we haven't said that maybe we can work out what they are in English?
So I mentioned kupować kota w worku. Kupić kota w worku.
Which directly means
to buy a cat in a bag.
To buy a cat in a bag. So I guess you would say, there is one about a cat in a bag in English. To take the cat out of the bag?
To let the cat out
of the bag. To let the cat out of the bag.
That's a different meaning.
That's a different meaning? So
to buy the cat in a bag, a cat in a bag, it means to buy something that you didn't see. Or that you don't know what you're buying.
I can't think. I'm sure there's an idiom like that in English. I can't think of one. It's quite hard to think of them that way around. Any more you can think of?
Wieszać na kimś psy.
Which directly means?
Hang dogs on someone. It means to talk badly about someone.
Talk badly about someone?
Yeah. To say bad things.
I don't know about the idiom for that, but I know there's a recipient one that you can say, my ears are burning. No, that's not really an idiom. That's a superstition, I think. It's not quite the same. Maybe one more, if you can think of any.
Zrobić kogoś w konia. To turn someone into a horse. So to make a joke. To prank someone.
Weird. I don't know what that would be in English. I can't think of any more. There are so many, though. Really, all you have to do is look up online different idioms in Polish, different idioms in English, and there are so many. And sometimes they can be quite funny with the meanings and completely unrecognizable. One more I forgot to say would be to break a leg. That's probably one of the most popular. To break a leg, meaning good luck. And usually people say it in the theatre industry. When actors are about to go on stage, you say, oh, break a leg, good luck.
Czyli połamania nóg, życzyć komuś połamania nóg. It's the same in Polish.
Same in Polish? So that would be the last one I can think of. But so moving on, we can move on to Minecraft for 5 minutes, where, as we said before, we're going to mention some biomes in English or landscapes in the different areas of Minecraft.
Czyli teraz zaczniemy naszą kilkuminutową część Minecraftową, w której nauczymy Was różnych biomów i krajobrazów po angielsku.
Just my books, just I'm going to run and get it. Maybe you can start off the first one? Just one off the top of your head?
I don't remember the names. W Minecrafcie mamy różne biomy, czyli różne jakby, nie wiem jak to powiedzieć, no różne krajobrazy, różne miejsca. I tam na przykład można spotkać śnieg, albo można też znaleźć pustynię, jakieś takie góry, rzeki, skaliste miejsca.
So we had the first one. The first biome in Minecraft would be a forest.
Forest, czyli
A forest.
po prostu las. To jest chyba najpopularniejsze, albo zwykle na początku gry znajdujemy się właśnie w lesie.
And it's quite clever the way Minecraft does it is because obviously in each different biome you get different materials. So if you want a specific material, you need to know which biome to look them to which biome to find them. So forest, you can find obviously wood and mainly it, I guess. So the next one will be deserts.
Czyli pustynie. Na pustyni można oczywiście znaleźć piasek, kaktusy, co jeszcze?
Sand, you said sand? Which obviously you can turn into glass. I think that's the main thing with deserts. You get sand from them and then glass. And not to be confused, deserts, not to be confused with the word desserts, which would be a sweet treat after your dinner. So moving on. Islands, I guess, is another biome. You get islands in the middle of the
czyli
sea.
po prostu wyspy.
And the next one will be a cave.
A cave, czyli jaskinie.
Which obviously you go to mine all sorts of materials inside Minecraft. Which comes on to the next one, a mine shaft. A mine shaft is like the whole system of mines, like you would find in Wieliczka or Sosnowiec or anywhere.
Czyli jakaś taka, jak to się mówi, kompleks jaskiń.
Yeah, a mine shaft. Specifically, it would be like a long shaft, like what would shaft? What's another way in English to describe what a shaft is? Like an elevator shaft. It's a long, straight, empty hole all the way down to the bottom. That's a shaft, and a mine shaft is usually a mine revolves around the mine shaft. And so caves, mines, and you would find them inside mountains or mountain ranges.
Czyli łańcuchy górskie albo po prostu góry. I takie właśnie kompleksy jaskiń można znaleźć w tych górach.
Another biome which isn't very useful is a swamp.
Swamp, czyli bagno. Shrek żył w bagnie.
Exactly. And the next one will be a village.
Village, czyli wioska. Tam, gdzie są villages, czyli wieśniacy?
I guess so. And they just spawn anywhere, just like any of the biomes. Next one would be woodland. Similar to forest, but smaller. More, and the trees are less dense.
Czyli
woodland.
Taki lasek, też z drzewami, z których można pozyskać drewno.
So the next one I have is a farmland. Farm.
Does it spawn or do you have to make it?
Some spawn.
Really?
Some you make, I believe.
I haven't seen them.
I'm sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But I thought they spawned. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm still new to the game, so there we go. I'm still learning. But anyway, even if it's not spawned by the game, you can make it. It's still an area of land you can make. So farms. The next one would be ocean. or sea.
Czyli ocean, albo morze, ewentualnie jakaś rzeka, czyli river,
Mhm.
lake,
Rivers, lakes, ponds.
czyli wszystkie rodzaje, jakieś stawy, jeziora, rzeki, morza, oceany i tak dalej.
And the last one I have would be a beach.
Czyli była już plaża chyba. Aha, no to ja mówiłam na początku. No i ostatnia plaża, na której można znaleźć piasek, albo właśnie jakiś piaskowiec, kaktusy i jakieś takie wysuszone drzewa.
Exactly. And that's everything that I've got that I can think of. If there are any more, let us know. And that marks the end of our half an hour live. So thank you everyone for coming along. It's been a pleasure as always. Do come over to play with me again. So we're going to try and see what we can do about that. And yeah, come along to the live stream, and again tomorrow at 4:30 for our next live, which will all be about English and Polish humor. Jokes. We're going to tell some jokes.
Czyli zapraszamy Was oczywiście jutro na 16:30 na naszego live'a i dzisiaj zapraszamy na live'a z Minecrafta. Zapraszamy na nasz YouTube. Okay, bye!
Bye.